This is Andrew Plitt with andrewplitt.com. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you move 1 of the Tai Chi 10 form. I'm going to show it to you from several different angles, and I'm going to show you some pitfalls to watch out for. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Let's go ahead and get started. The first movement of any Tai Chi form is called Begin Tai Chi. And with this movement, you start with your feet together, and what you want to do before you actually start moving at all is pay attention to all those principles we talked about in previous lessons. So you want to check your weight distribution on your feet. You want to make sure that your weight isn't rocked to one side, isn't too far forward, isn't too far back. You want to bend the knees slightly, allow the hips to relax and be level. You want to become aware of your lower belly, your lower dantian. Relax the tension out of your chest, let it sink down to your lower dantian. You want to expand from there, down through the legs, through the feet, expanding each joint, all the way down into the floor, and let that expansion continue on down to the center of the earth. You want that expansion to go up the spine, all the way up, lifting the top of the head, tucking the chin slightly, and continuing on out through the roof to the sky as far as you want it to go. So you have this expansion going on, expanding down through the arms as well. Once you've established all those principles within the body, that's when you can go ahead and start the form. So this first little part before you even get into movement 1 is kind of where you check yourself, you align yourself, and you get yourself ready to practice. So you can spend a little bit of time standing here if you want, without doing anything other than getting your attention away from everything that's going on out here, bringing it inward, and finding your alignments, finding your structure, finding your balance, finding where you want your weight distributed on your feet, making sure all of that's in place before you start the form. So with your feet together, your hands at your side, your knees slightly bent, all of your alignments in place, you're going to bend the knees and shift all your weight into the right leg. You're going to pick up the heel of the left foot, pick up the toes of the left foot, and you're going to step straight out to the east. So that's to your left. We started the form facing south. To the left is east, and we're just going to step straight out, touch with the toe, set the heel down, and then shift your weight so it's even between both legs. Now your legs are a little bit farther apart, and so you want to go through that checklist, make sure that everything's aligned as it should be, and once you're satisfied that that's the case, you're going to breathe in, bring the arms up in front, breathe out, and press down with the hands, and bend your knees a little bit more, sink a little bit further down. And that's the entire first movement. So you can see it's very simple. To describe it as simply as possible, you bend the knees, step out with the left foot, shift your weight so it's even between the legs, breathe in, bring the arms up in front of the body, and they're coming up to about shoulder height. Breathe out, sink, and press down with the arms going down to about hip level in front of the body. And that's it. So let's talk about some details of this movement. The first thing is when you shift your weight to your right leg, you want to make sure that that doesn't change your structure and make you lose your alignment, lose the body structure that we talked about previously. The expansion should still be there, everything should still be in place. When you pick up that foot and step out, you want to make sure that it doesn't make you tip over to counterbalance your body as you're stepping. So you should maintain that alignment here, step out here, and then continue to maintain that alignment as you shift. After you've stepped out, when you bring the arms up, you want to keep the arms pretty much in front of the shoulder. So you don't want them right next to each other. You don't want them really far apart. You want them to come up right in front of the shoulders and stop about shoulder height. If they're up a little bit more than that or down a little bit more than that, that's okay. What you don't want is them way up here or only bringing them up a tiny bit. You want them up, pretty much aligned completely with the shoulders, and then pressing down from there. The other things to be aware of with this movement is that you don't want to bring a lot of tension into your shoulders as you're bringing the arms up. So one way to find out if that's happening is put tension there on purpose. So you bring the arms up and lift the shoulders and bring them up as high as you can. And then once they're there, relax the shoulders. Just let that tension go and see what that feels like. And feel the difference between the tension and the relaxation. And if you were closer to the tension when you were doing this before than the relaxation, you know something to work on as you go through this movement. So as you bring the arms up, keep the shoulders relaxed, keep them sunken down, and let that tension and weight sink down to the lower belly. Maintain that as you bring the arms up. And then continue to maintain that as you bring the arms back down. The last thing that I want to point out with this movement is as the hands are coming up, or as the arms are coming up, you lead with the wrist as far as the hand is concerned. So the wrist is coming up and the fingers are dropping down. And then you let the arm level out, and then you drop the elbows as if there's a weight on the elbow pulling it down. You drop the wrist as if there's a weight on the wrist pulling it down, and the hand follows again with the fingers trailing behind. There, so it's wrist leads up, fingers are down, wrists and elbows drop, and fingers follow. And when you finish this movement, you want your fingers facing forward. You don't want to let them drop down. It's as if the wrist is pushing down, and that's drawing the fingers behind it. I'm going to show this movement to you one more time facing you. So this is south. Then I'm going to turn this way and show it to you again. And as you're starting this movement, you want your hands at your side, palms facing you. Start with your feet together. Make sure your alignment is there. Bend the knees. Shift the weight into the right leg. Step out with the left leg, gently touching with the toe. Set the heel down and shift the weight so it's even between both legs. Breathe in. Bring the arms up in front. Breathe out. Sink, and press down with the hands. Now I'm going to demonstrate as if I'd started the form facing this way. So this is now south for me, and directly away from you is east. Start with your feet together. Find your alignment. Bend your knees. Shift your weight into the right leg. Step out with the left leg, gently touching with the left toe. Set the heel down and shift your weight so it's even between both legs. Breathe in. Bring the arms up in front. Breathe out, press down, and sink. Again, starting with the feet together. Bend the knees. Shift your weight into the right leg. Step out with the left foot to the east, gently touching with the toe. Set the heel down and shift the weight so it's even between both legs. Breathe in. Bring the arms up in front. Breathe out, sink down, and press down. Now I'm going to demonstrate facing away from you. So this is going to be south, that's going to be east. Again, starting with the feet together, hands at the side, palms facing you. Find your alignment. Bend your knees. Sink. Shift your weight into the right leg and lift the left leg. Step out. Gently touch with the toes of the left foot toward the east. Set the heel down. Shift the weight so it's even between both legs. Breathe in. Bring the arms up in front. And breathe out. Sink. And press the arms down. Once again, find your alignment. Bend your knees. Shift your weight into the right leg, step out to the left or step out to the east with the left foot, gently touching with the toe. Shift the weight so it's even between both legs. Breathe in, bring the arms up in front. Breathe out, sink down, and press down with the hands. Now I'm going to demonstrate as if I'd started the form facing this way, so this is now south, and directly towards you is east. Starting with your feet together and your hands at your side, find your alignment. Bend your knees, shift your weight into the right leg, step out to the left or to the east with your left foot, touching with the toe, setting the heel down and shifting your weight so it's even between both legs. Breathe in, bring the arms up in front. Breathe out, press down, and sink. Once again, find your alignment, bend your knees. Shift your weight into the right leg. Step to the east with the left foot, gently touching with the toe. Set the heel down and shift your weight so it's even between both legs. Breathe in, bring the arms up in front. Breathe out, sink, and press down with the hands. So that's the first movement of this form. Practice it quite a bit, get it down really well before you move on to the next movement. And congratulations for learning the first movement of this form. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and also consider becoming a supporting member for this channel to help ensure that more videos like this will be made available in the future. To become a supporting member, there's a link down in the video description. I want to say thank you to all the people who have already become supporting members. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate your support. Stay safe and healthy out there, and as always, thank you for watching.